Welcome back to the History of Money channel. I'm Tom, and my next regular coin review will feature this Mercury Dime. Before I finish that video, I wanted to discuss with you about grading. What grade would you give this dime based on its condition? Let's compare it to some high-resolution images on the PCGS CoinFacts website. So here's a 1940 that is graded at MS65 with a really good strike. The head details and the wings are sharp, and the fascies have full separated bands. A few barely noticeable nicks and marks are the only things keeping it from grading higher. Next is a 1941 S graded at AU58. It definitely has some signs of abrasion on the high points of the hair and in front of the ear. The wingtips are flattened, but that may be due to a slightly weaker strike. On the fascies, the diagonal bands show some abrasion. The horizontal bands may or may not be split, but this is a die wear issue, not a circulation issue. Next is a 1941 S graded AU55, and 3/4 of the mint luster is still present. The wear is still very minimal, with only a trace of wear on the highest points of the hair above the forehead, in front of the ear, and on the wingtips. On the reverse, a trace of wear shows both on the horizontal and diagonal bands, but there are substantial contact marks and nicks on the field. Okay, so looking at my 1942 S again, you can see that it has full mint luster and very few nicks, and it has some tiny flat spots on the high point above the hair and in front of the ear. The fascies does not have split bands, and the highest points of the diagonal bands are a little mushy, but they don't exactly look like they're worn. When looking at it in person, I really can't tell if these are due to wear or due to just worn dies and a weak strike. So I don't know if the coin would grade it like AU58 or something like MS62. The price does triple between the two, from $5 to $17. Okay, so here's a 1929D graded MS62. I think it's a close match on the reverse, and notice that the hair still has those flat spots above Liberty's temple. Also, the mottos Liberty and In God We Trust are far weaker on the 1929D. That doesn't affect the grade. So what do you think this dime should grade at? Leave a comment below and I'll let you guys know my findings when I upload the regular coin review for the 1942 S Mercury Dime. Thanks for joining me today on the History of Money channel. Until next time, in God we trust.